Sorry. Okay, sorry. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Slime Boss here, and welcome back to another Crazy Cat podcast thing. But it's not like it's a Crazy Cat podcast. It's not a fairy fountain. It's just us discussing and predicting E3 2021. I almost said 2020. Uh, but I'm here as per usual with my co-host Hylian Hero
How's
and
it going, guys?
this a guest with us that you know. He's been on the show many a time. Gamer Bro, otherwise known as Matt. How you guys doing?
Pretty
I'm
good.
hyped and also kind of impatient because I want E3 to
Yeah.
come soon.
Yeah.
So I guess we should just start with that then. Where are your hype levels out of 10?
12.
Matt?
I'm too hyped.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with you. I'll give it a 12 as well. It's been like 2 years since our last one, so I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm gonna give it
and
a 10 is a 10. I'm a little bit less than you guys, but yeah, I'm
Still a
up there.
perfect 10.
Yeah. I do want to ask though,
yes,
do you guys think that it's gonna be like a normal direct, or is it gonna be a E3 direct? It does say E3, but the
What
the
do you mean?
reason
What's the difference?
where Doug Bowser or Reggie would come out.
aren't there E3?
You just died. Matt, you might wanna reconnect and disc whatever. I couldn't hear you at all. You just cut
I
out.
watched it for a second.
Okay, well.
To answer your question, I think it will be an E3 Direct. I think we'll
Okay.
see Doug Bowser. We might see Yoshiaki Koizumi. I think it will be. I think we're going to follow the same format as
Oh yeah.
2019. So we'll have a big reveal, whether that be a game, Smash, whatever they want to start with. Get a little intro from whoever's
Smash will definitely
hosting.
be there.
Trailer. No headlines like a normal direct. It'll just be trailer after trailer.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah,
I guess
that's
we.
exactly what the 2019 one was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it worked pretty well.
All right. I think it's and the only thing is, I wonder how they were gonna continue that Bowser story, with the horrible joke that Bowser wasn't supposed to be, or the best joke actually.
Maybe they let Bowser host this year.
Yeah. Please.
Give him
I
a
loved
translator.
that. That was. I agree. I think it would be kind of like the 2019 one, and I don't know if they're gonna start with Smash reveal or end it because 2019 and two Smash reveals, one at the beginning and
Yeah.
at the end. But
So
That's
actually,
why
I think
I
this
don't
one's
think
only.
they
I
are
think
going to
the-
start. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I think they're gonna end because I don't think they're gonna do two this time because it's the end of the pack. I don't think they're just gonna straight up reveal the last fighter like that. Just
all right.
the
Well, why not? Let's just talk about Smash first, since we're already on the topic. So, in my personal opinion, we only have two
that is
packs
wrong.
left. We only have two packs left. So,
As far as we know. Far as
well,
we know.
no, we know it's set
two
in
packs.
stone. Yeah, that's it. And if we get something else at the very end, whatever that
Unless we have a
website
bonus
leak,
fight.
yeah, the whatever that leak was, it's probably like a me costume or a bonus fighter that won't get any stages or music or anything. It'll just be like a standalone thing. Anyway, E3, what are we getting here? So we have two options, things that are going to happen. First of all, it's guaranteed. So if we get two fighters, one will be at the beginning, one will be at the end. I don't think we'll get two fighters, but if there because there
Me
is
neither.
but when we do get one fighter, I think it'll be at the beginning, because they want to save the end for the game reveals. I think they did that even with 2019. They had Banjo Kazooie, and then they had Breath of the Wild close it out. So the same thing would happen here, except I'm predicting
that's
that we'll only
true.
get one.
Yeah.
So who could it possibly be, or how could they possibly go about this? So I'm getting two takes from the internet.
Trash.
One is that
Crash.
okay. One is
Sorry.
that the take is that they want to pull their major third-party shots here. And that's why I'm leaning a little bit on the two fighter side, but I don't think they want to do that. It'll not be very good for them. But if they do two fighters, it's kind of hard to like at E3 this is where everybody has eyes on you, not just the dedicated fans. Everybody has eyes on you. So that's why you want to do the third party reveal. However, if they do the third party reveal now, that means more than likely the last fighter is in-house. And that means they're going to close it out on something incredibly weak. And they've already done that twice. So I'm kind of stuck in this little loop.
No, I don't
However,
think that's gonna happen this time.
well,
I don't think that,
I still think
that'll happen this time.
I still think that the last two fighters are one, a third party rep, which again I think is Crash, and two, one of the other two is going to be an in-house rep. It's either going to be a Pokemon or it's going to be Waluigi, but that's a story for another time. But Crash is definitely happening.
Waluigi's the only one I could see actually being a big ending for people.
Yeah, and maybe it's the bonus fighter. Maybe that's what the bonus fighter. Because I don't really think you need. There's not many music tracks that are associated with Waluigi.
He doesn't need a stage.
Yeah, no, he just needs.
And
He just needs to be
a
in
lot
the
of
game.
Mario stages and music.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if
bonus
that sort
fighter
of
would be
fits,
perfect.
yeah. But okay, let's say there is a third bonus fighter for whatever reason. I think what's going to happen is that they're going to announce the major third party here. In the September Direct, they'll announce the final fighter. And then during the Sakurai presents of the final fighter, we'll get that last Waluigi reveal, and he'll come out same day as the last fighter.
I don't think same day. I do think if there is a bonus character, it will be announced alongside the probably underwhelming first party character. Nintendo does like to end Smash Bros. On an underwhelming note. I think it will be a Pokemon. And the bonus fighter will be Piranha Plant 2.
What?
Right? Piranha Plant with a Geno hat.
I really
No, it's gonna be Mr. L.
No, that's the alt costume DLC pack.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Anyway, Crash. That's who's at E3. It's Crash.
Okay, I as much as I think Crash is happening, we can never say a character's a lock.
True.
Then
Well-
we can show up to E3 being fully
Yeah,
expecting
for sure.
expectant of Crash, and we'll get Dante, Doom Guy,
Yeah.
Rayman. And we'll
Me-
be like, what? This makes no sense.
For me, the only person I want now, well, Gino has already been given the boot, but if it's not him, then Sora, and his door hasn't completely closed yet, but it's not very wide. It's not a very good chance. So honestly, after Steve, I don't give a fuck who joins, but personally, based
That's
on
how I feel
everything,
after
yeah.
I think Disney owns Sora more than Square
Yeah.
does.
That's another topic for another day,
For
but
me.
my point is that the two characters that I want
Same
left
for me.
don't have any chance anymore. So I'm good with
Obviously,
anything.
We can keep going down the list of characters that make so much sense for Smash Bros. But Crash kind of feels like the last one that truly should be there.
And
Just because of the rivalry that they had back in the 90s.
yeah, and so especially like now since we have a Microsoft rep, which I fucking hate saying that, but yes, we have a Microsoft rep, whether I like it or not. We don't have a Sony rep, which means if we get that, well, I don't really know how much people say that Crash is really Sony anymore, but it kind of represents, classic Sony. So,
Absolutely.
and that's what we need now.
Slime, that thing you said, like with the pack ending on in-house, I don't see him doing it this time, especially since we already got like 2 in this pack. And if you kind of count Plant with the last one, we got 2 in the last pack or the last set. And I think if we're getting another Nintendo rep, it'll be the bonus fighter. They'll end this pack on a third party, and then like maybe throw in Waluigi, and then it'll
just
still end with a Nintendo rep, but not in the Fighter's Pass.
pretty much every
That's just what I
time.
think, but,
What was the last fighter revealed for Smash 4? Was it Little Mac?
Was
Bayonetta.
No.
Bayonetta for the DLC, and I believe
Base
it
game.
was Duck Hunt Dog for... No, it
Duck
was...
Hunt.
Yeah, it was Duck Hunt. Yeah.
Duck Hunt. And I thought Corrin
Although-
came out after
yeah.
Bayonetta.
No, Corrin
No, it was
started
Corrin.
out that last
Well, they
direct,
the
same
and that was
day.
Bayonetta.
Okay, so
Yeah, she
I was
ended
gonna
it.
say that they always end pretty mediocrely, but Bayonetta is
They
not that
pretty much
bad.
always
Bayonetta wasn't
do.
that bad.
Some people would
was
argue that was kind of mediocre.
And then
just in terms of
you have
ending it.
Incineroar, and then
How
you have
exactly.
Byleth, and then you have
Wolf for Brawl.
that. People wanted him back in
back
Ultimate,
in the
but
day, it wasn't the same as the hype he had going into Ultimate.
I'm not
was
old
gonna-
enough for Dojo. I'm not old enough
I'm
for
not
Smash Dojo, but I don't really know about that.
I remember the Smash Dojo.
I literally the only thing when I was young, basically as far as I can remember, I already had Smash Brawl. I don't think I ever got it as a gift. I just had it. You know, it's just one of those things. I actually I wait, hold on, what? No.
Oh, I was the spoiled kid that got Brawl on launch day, so I was
Oh
the
yeah.
oh, I got Brawl. I don't know how to play it, but I got it.
Yeah. Same thing. Like, well, actually, there was this one time where I had it at my dad's house, and my mom was getting me a gift for my birthday, and she was pregnant with my sister at the time, and she came in my room, she goes, "Look, I have a square baby," and she came out with Smash Brawl. I was like, "What the?" But again, Smash Brawl is just one of those things. Like Subspace Emissary. That's it. That's it for my memories of Subspace. That's it.
Mine was I went to my aunt's house and they had it there, and that was my first time playing it, and I saw like Mario and Link and Pikachu on the cover. I was like, oh hey, I know those guys.
Yeah.
And then I loaded it up, and I was like, they already had all the.
Mm.
So I was like, yo, here, and I was like, who's this flat black hair?
Sorry, you're cutting out a lot, and then when we hear you, you're like randomly like black character. I'd recommend
characters.
I recommend disconnecting and reconnecting because you're cutting out a lot.
And now I. Hey, does that work?
I know he's telling a story, but it's so hard.
Hold on.
Okay, so now that I'm just kidding now. Hello? What the heck?
I hope that's better now.
Okay, yeah, it's better. All right. Anyway,
Let's see what I said.
no,
So you can
a black character.
I know you're talking about Game & Watch, but still.
So who's this like 2D black colored character? I was like, who's Ness? Who are these guys?
Mm-hmm.
And now I know every character like the bottom of my heart, even if I've never played their games before.
Bro, how are you gonna do a Game & Watch silhouette?
It'll just look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, keep going, I guess.
Yeah. Also, if I was gonna say if there's that unfortunate chance that Crash isn't in this game, then I think the third party reveal could maybe be Rayman. That's another
Maybe.
like.
I wouldn't
Like,
mind
it's not
Rayman,
Crash.
that would hurt.
I guess we could say that
Yeah,
we're
I
expecting a Scrimblow Blimblow. What is that meme going around right now? Skimbo Blimbo?
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah, just a
Crash,
Skimbo.
Rayman.
Just a platformer rep, I guess.
Right.
Oh my god, what if we got the Rabbids?
We're not gonna get the Rabbids.
What if we got Rabid Peach?
Okay, I wouldn't actually complain that much.
Oh god, no. The Smash 34 subreddit. No. I don't want to see that.
Maybe there's a possibility I could even see maybe if they want to go as the anniversary route, they do Dr. for Sonic.
Eggman, maybe.
That'd be good.
So yeah, I guess in general, we're just expecting a platformer rep in
Those
general.
would be my top.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I mean Banjo was 2019, so
The problem with expecting Eggman is that people started clinging on to that when Sephiroth got announced. Just because we got a villain in the past does not mean we're going to get another.
Doesn't mean we're not getting another either.
Yeah,
It's not.
no, it
It's not a
doesn't, but-
trend. It's the point. It's not a
Every
trend.
time a character gets announced, people just expect the
But,
next
yeah,
one or something else to be the same exact thing,
Uh,
but different series.
All I want them to do is do another banjo where they go do the thing that pitches up every time, da 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 da, and then Sephiroth at the very end because he's the newest villain, and then the TV turns off, and instead of being Donkey Kong, it's Sonic, I guess, doing something. That would be so great, especially because it's E3.
I really think the trailer is going to be like a recreation of the original Crash commercial where he's going up to Nintendo HQ.
Oh my
This
God,
time,
yes,
like,
I still love that
Mario
theory.
and the thing come out the door and they fucking kick some ass.
Oh my God, okay. This is what someone told me, and I loved it. So you know the Smash 64 commercial where they're on like stuffed animal suits and they start beating each other up, and then he pulls up in his car and his Crash comes out and says, "Hey, plumber boy."
Oh, perfect. I hope that's what happens.
Especially because Crash, the mascot dude, he actually has a presence at E3 and the Game
Awards.
Fest, Game Fest recently.
Game Awards, yeah.
They could do a combination of the Crash trailer and the original Smash trailer.
What? I'm sorry, Matt. I only heard was combination of Smash trailer.
Also, so I don't.
It's breaking up again. I feel so bad.
Post and like they said voice acting for the day, and they had hashtags like hashtag what
You're
Like-
cutting out a lot again, and all I heard was like voiceover.
All I heard was hashtag.
Yeah. Sorry. I feel so bad.
It happens.
oh my gosh,
I'm sorry.
this is
You check if you're on like mobile data or something.
everyone bear with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're all good. It happens.
No, we're keeping all of this in. All right, I think we should.
One of the it said like hashtag it was like they had a Smash hashtag with Crash Bandicoot stuff, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
was that an accident? Or
Yeah,
are you
one of these
hinting at something?
A bunch of places right now, and I don't buy any of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
we've been doing this for 20 minutes just talking about Smash alone. So
Yeah, let's move on to some bigger topics.
So I think what
Smash should be there. We know that.
yeah. Let's talk about
Two.
stuff that we already know about. So I think that Skyward Sword. Yeah. So I think Skyward Sword will
I
be
just
there,
wanna
but
see
it'll
that.
be like, hey, more like a hey, it's coming out in a few weeks. I don't really need to spend too much time on
it.
it.
Be in a sizzle reel, just like Mario Maker was in 2019.
Yep.
They won't even say a word. It'll show up next to Mario Golf.
Or
10
they'll
seconds max.
do something
Golf,
like they
yeah.
did with Link's Awakening, saying, hey,
I
buy the
know,
game.
They're not gonna
That
have
was
new
so
content.
weird.
I don't think they're gonna even put that much effort into it. I think Mario Golf and Skyward Sword will be in like the sizzle reel of like the third-party games they want to announce, but they don't care enough about to give a trailer.
That was
They'll
the
show
Link's
up in that-
Awakening thing was so weird because when it came out, it was out by that point. Actually,
No, it wasn't.
it wasn't. I thought it was.
It came out September that year. That's when they were announcing the chamber dungeons.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Mario Golf, I think it's gonna do. They're gonna do the yearly updates like they did with Tennis Aces. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
I
Like
think
the-
so too.
There's already
for
theories
beer.
about how they're gonna fill in the character select and stuff.
Right.
So
Yeah, because
I mean, I guess
Aces for a whole. They added a few characters a month.
you got that one that time.
Right.
Who knows?
Maybe I think they're probably just gonna do another. They may announce a character in E3, but I highly doubt it.
The game won't even be out yet. I think they're gonna wait until post-launch.
Like Tennis Ace.
Maybe.
But just with Skyward Sword, they've been marketing the game so much on Twitter at this point. Like, we know
Yeah.
the amiibo's coming out. They've been daily tweets, essentially. There's no reason to have a big trailer at E3.
Do you think we're
But
gonna
it's
see?
real fun.
Do you think we're gonna see Garage? What is it called? I don't know what it's called.
No, maybe in the
Game
sizzle
builder?
reel that says available
Yeah.
now, but no.
Okay. All right. Pokemon, which is actually an interesting thing.
Speaking of amiibo, I know. Oh.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Because he brought up amiibo. It's kind of on the topic of Smash, but not really. I was like, I wonder if they're gonna show the next batch of Smash amiibo there.
Yeah.
I want to see that Steve amiibo.
That's so weird. We haven't actually
Show me
seen
that Steve amiibo.
Steve. We haven't actually seen Steve or Min Min, have we? I don't even think we've seen Min Min.
It will be in the next Sakurai Presents.
Okay. Well, I don't expect it to be at E3, but
It'll be. I think.
It
I
might
think
hint
this.
it anyway.
Not to go back to Smash, but I think the next character will be out this month, and I think we'll have like a Sakurai
Oh,
Presents
geez.
like a week or two post E3.
okay.
It's following the pattern. It's been 3 months since Pyra and Mithra released. So
Yeah.
it's about that to release a new one.
Exactly.
But yeah,
I mean, they
it
could.
be-
They could.
It's either gonna be like 2 amiibo, and it's gonna be Min Min and Steve, or they'll do Min Min, Steve, Sephiroth.
I don't think they're gonna do
So who
Sephiroth
knows?
just yet.
I just want to see Steve in Amiibo. Like, I expected them to do that during Pyra and Mithra, and I was disappointed.
Wait, Steve.
All right, so
I will pick. Usually I take my time to get go, and I usually only.
you're cutting out again. I was just gonna say that.
Day
Oh.
one.
Sorry, you cut out again. Pokemon. I fully expected a Pokemon Presents to happen. It didn't.
Still think it's gonna happen this week.
You really think so?
Okay, I'm at a weird debacle with this. Like, just because they announced the release dates, but they showed no trailers, no gameplay. And Pokemon Company is not one to show off big new trailers in Nintendo's Directs. That doesn't mean they can't, but I think we're going to see the Pokemon Presents either this week or later in June.
I think that we will still see Pokemon at E3 though. It'll just
do
be
too.
like a small little trailer, maybe a hey Pokemon. I think they did that even in 2019. They're like, hey, there's a Pokemon thing that happened
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. Check that out.
But that's the thing. Like, it's not just let's go Arceus and the Gen 4 remakes. They've got to give a release date to Unite at some point.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they're
Unite.
not
Fuck.
going to talk about that in the Direct. They
Sleep.
have to have their own stuff coming. Sleep.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu, if that's still a thing.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that they give a Diamond and Pearl remake like they did with Oraz. I'm still holding out for that, maybe.
Mm.
Do you think we'll see Snap DLC?
No.
Well, it did sell pretty well. It sold 4 times
It
more
sold
than the
pretty well,
original.
but the game's only been out for about a month at this point. I think it's a little too early. Maybe in the fall Direct.
Maybe.
Okay, tell me this is working better now. I connected to my phone.
I saw your face for like a second.
So far, so good.
And hopefully I'm not cutting out this time. Thank God.
Okay. All right.
Hey, here. Oh,
We were just talking about Pokemon. You have anything to say about Pokemon?
yeah. I don't know if they'll really. They might say like, hey, if there's a Pokemon Direct after E3, they might say like, hey, tune in on this day for more Pokemon news. But I don't think there may not be anything too big on Pokemon, honestly.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like what we said with Sakurai presentation. They would say it, hey, tune in after, but they may not.
Well, given they're going to have 3 hours with the Treehouse right after, I don't think there's time for a Sakurai Presents the same day.
No, I meant like later, like in June.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Speaking of the treehouse, do you think we'll see Pokemon there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
so.
I don't know
I
if
think
they
we'll
ever
see-
did Sword and
we'll
Shield.
See Gen
So
4. we won't see Arceus.
No, it's way too soon to see Arceus.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
They might
soon,
they might
I'm
definitely
still
play the
surprised by that release date. That's a
I'm a little worried about that.
What was the
yeah,
release date again?
January like
January
28th or something.
26th? Something like that, yeah.
Fuck.
You got still like 6 months.
I wanted
Yeah, but that trailer in February was...
even
Interesting.
February is an okay release date. Like
That's true.
January just
They-
seems like wow, so soon, you know?
I don't want to jump ahead or anything, but I think they're trying to distance Pokemon with Breath of the Wild, because I'm assuming that's going to be
Maybe.
early March.
Which
Yeah,
would
just
be a
like
weird
time
business
next year,
decision because Pokemon does their own thing, but
Yeah, that's true.
True.
you
Who knows?
so
I just want a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer of some sort.
what else
We'll
do
get
we
there.
know about? Breath of the Wild 2.
All right,
I
let's go
think
for it.
that we will see a trailer, maybe a release window. Don't know about date, but window for sure. I
Maybe
am
they'll
still
say,
holding
like,
out for
summer
a holiday
2023.
release. I'm still hoping out for a holiday release because we
think
don't
it's
have something in their
possible.
window.
Exactly. I don't think it's just going to be the Gen 4 remakes. We have to have something
Yeah.
in that holiday slot. As much as I want it, I don't think it's going to be Zelda. Every day, my expectations of that just goes down.
Mhm.
Like Metroid Prime 4 maybe?
Oh yeah, that's coming out in October,
I
surely.
hope we
No,
actually see something about that this
Maybe.
time. It's been like 3 years since we last heard anything
I
about it.
I
I think
honestly
we'll see that at the Game Awards.
we always say that. I
I
think
know
that
we do.
I think we'll get another teaser. I honestly do. We think we might get another teaser because it's about that point in the development cycle where I think a teaser is ready. Not like gameplay or anything. Maybe we'll see Samus and we'll say Metroid
see
Prime
a
4
trailer,
is back
maybe.
or something. Like basically the same thing that they did in 2017, except Samus will be there.
You know
Right.
what though? Because it's the Metroid 35th or Metroid 35th anniversary
Oh.
this year, they could even announce a Metroid Prime trilogy to Switch. That'd be
Maybe.
perfect.
I think that's coming, but not until sometime next year.
It's like
Yeah.
what they did with Mario 3D All Stars, but then they do it with Metroid. I mean, they
And
might
Yeah.
do it this year, maybe,
I
to give
don't-
people time to play the original 3 before the 4th one comes out.
I don't think Prime is what they're releasing for Metroid this year. We'll get to that in a little bit, but I do think Metroid is going to have an announcement, and it won't be a 3D game.
Okay.
Interesting.
So Breath of the Wild
yeah.
2 will get another teaser, maybe some gameplay, and then a release window, and then Metroid
Yeah.
Prime, another teaser, no release. Maybe we might get a release year too with that, but I'm not too hopeful.
2023.
Yeah, I'm not too
Just-
hopeful with that.
Speaking of games we haven't heard much of in like 3 years, what about Bayonetta 3? Haven't seen anything on that in 3 years.
Platinum
It's-
said it's not coming anytime soon. Basically,
Bro,
They
it's gonna
did
be like
say to
freaking
expect
2020,
news
but-
this year, though.
they did.
Yeah, back in January, Mia basically said
I-
that don't be surprised if you see something about it this year.
Oh,
I
don't know if
wonder-
it's either 3 or they'll just do it later on in the year.
I wonder if they want to do that on their own though. I don't know if they want to do.
Nintendo is the publishing holder of that. They pretty much get to make the decisions on when they show it.
If it's not at E3, I could see it being at the fall, like a fall Nintendo Direct.
Yeah,
so
or I'm thinking more of a Twitter drop for that, but I'm not sure.
Bayonetta 3 is way too big for a
Okay, it is okay.
Yeah, it's a very hyped up title.
All right.
People love the first 2 games, and people are hyped for the 3rd one. So
Right.
And the final thing that we know about is Splatoon 3.
I don't think it's going to be here.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Just nothing.
Well, when
Because we got
Splatoon
our
3 was
teaser.
announced, the Squid Research Lab pretty much said on Twitter that don't expect any news for a while. And
Okay.
I don't think
Fair.
they would say that if they were going to bring it to E3. I think
That's
it'll
fair.
be either in.
Yeah.
I think it'll be in the fall direct.
like,
I mean, they
we
could
just
do-
saw it in February. So
They could do one of those things what they did at the last E3 or in 2018 where they didn't really have any Splatoon 2 news, and then all of a sudden at the end of the tournament they're just like, ooh, a big fat DLC pack.
Right. It
So-
would not shock me to see Splatoon at E3, but I think the focus on this direct is really going to be 2021 titles. I really think
Yeah.
there is still a lot coming this year, and we
Yeah.
may get
we're only,
maybe
we're only halfway
three.
through.
Exactly, maybe
Yeah.
2, maybe 3 reveals for 2022,
Yeah,
and that's with Breath of the Wild too.
Yeah, and they
I
always
agree
do
with
that
that.
too.
That's
They
something.
always majorly focus on the 2021 games, and then they have the few teasers like they did with the February direct. We had Splatoon 3. That was the one thing that was like, hey, that's coming out next year. but they had it at the very end. It was a very short trailer. It wasn't something that, if that makes
And I will
sense.
say this though, their wording on the announcement was honestly some of the best they've had. Mostly 2021
Yep.
software.
Yeah.
Normally they kind of try to be a little coy, like on let's say 2018 titles, and then something 2019 pops in a few times. This time they're pretty much just laying it out for us. Hey, expect mostly 2021 stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Other
Saying
stuff will
mostly,
show up
but
too.
not all. Mostly,
Exactly.
but not all.
All right.
It's like
All right. Oh, go ahead.
it was like the 2019 E3. Like most of the titles on that one were 2019 releases, like Link's Awakening and
Yeah.
and
And then Breath of the Wild 2.
like, stuff like that. Yeah, because that one was the not 2020, but definitely a future year.
That
So-
was really the only new game Nintendo announced at that E3. Ironically enough, I think.
Really?
Link's Awakening is like a remake of a past.
Mm.
Yeah, true. So yeah, it's a remake
So-
of the original Game Boy game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So now these are things that we expect to see. Something that we don't really know. We don't know anything about, but it's probably going to happen. It's basically like your predictions, your actual predictions now. Not like don't go ape shit. Haha.
Pulling up my E3
Ha.
post.
Ha. Speaking of ape shit, we will see that Donkey Kong 3D.
Do you
game.
think so?
Yeah.
Do you think that could be the holiday title?
And
No, Donkey Kong is not big enough for the holiday. Or Like-
maybe.
I forgot Tropical Freeze existed in the Wii U era. I'm not gonna lie, it just sort of came out.
and it's on the Switch, but it's a port of the Wii U.
Yeah, and it just came out again. It just came out. It wasn't really hyped up. There wasn't really hype around
think
it.
if it's
Even
the
the
2D
Returns
Donkey
was not
Kong that's
good.
been rumored, it will come out next year. But I think if it's a 3D one made by the Odyssey team, I think it has a good chance of coming out
I know
October,
this
November.
is like updated renders, but I'm just like, Nintendo would just make new renders to use in advertisements, right?
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
do that
even
all the
if-
time. Like Waluigi. Waluigi
that
render.
Waluigi, that is my favorite render of Waluigi. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't think I've ever seen so hard of a Waluigi before.
After watching SMG4's Waluigi arc, I cannot see him any differently than the way he represents him. Like
Honestly,
every once in a while, when he's rejected, he always all of a sudden goes Super Saiyan. Like it's.
Yes. I also thought it's a stretch, but I was like, imagine if they somehow announced like an Uprising port for Switch. Kid Icarus, I doubt it.
No.
Nintendo
Oh,
doesn't
I-
care about Kid Icarus.
And Sakurai even said in a Famitsu column, like, if we do, it would be very hard, and it won't be for a while. If we do.
And he's already working on Smash right now anyway. So
Yeah, he
probably
still
not
is,
even
yeah.
focused.
And I doubt the last thing he's going to want to do once he's done with Smash is remake an old title.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
well, maybe, because it's a
I
little
heard
bit
he did
easier
that.
than making a sequel,
I
but
don't know.
It's not the way Sakurai rules. Come on.
I
He
think
doesn't really
that
make remakes or ports of a game.
he's going to take, like, a 300-year break, and then when he comes back, we'll finally get that new Kid Icarus game. That's what's going
Might
to
be the
happen.
next
100%.
console. It'll probably be the next console after Switch.
Yeah.
If anything.
Whatever he does next, yeah.
Oh, I mean-
support Sakurai no matter what he does.
A lot of people seem to be expecting, like, oh, the Switch, or some people, there's a very small percentage of people, like, the Switch Pro is going to be the next generation of Switch, which is not true. And there's also another slim portion of people that say that the Switch is going to be replaced in the next couple of years. I still don't think so. I think that the Switch Pro is
neither.
actually just going to elongate the Switch's life.
Exactly.
I don't
Did
think
you
we're
see
going to
how
have a
long the
Wii U.
3DS lasted? Did you
Yeah.
see how long the 3DS lasted with all the different new versions they made? Like,
Yeah.
it went like 10 or 11 years, I think. Like, it
Yeah. I don't
died
think
in
we'll...
2019? No.
20. It was
18, I
actually
think,
20.
when it died.
It was actually 20. But
Oh. that's
But
right,
COVID
that's
also
right.
screwed everything up. I think there's a lot of developers that wanted to do 3DS stuff still in
That's right,
2020.
I forgot. I think January 2020 was like the last big 3DS release
Yeah.
of the game.
But I think we're probably going to see a PS4 3DS life cycle maybe, or life length.
Yeah.
I
think
think
the
the
Switch is
successor will
gonna-
come out in 2024. 3 more
Ah.
years, 7-year lifespan.
I'm thinking maybe they might do a Series X, because if you don't know, the Series X is basically internally just another Xbox One, and it's just called a new console, I think they're gonna do the same thing with the Switch. I think it's still gonna be like sort of. It's not gonna. I don't think it'll be called the Switch necessarily, but it'll still be that same,
It
like
might
you.
look like one.
Yeah.
Right.
Almost like it's like the Wii U. The Wii U almost looked like a Wii, and it still worked with the Wiimotes. It still
And granted,
had some functionalities of the Wii.
even though that was a problem with the Wii U, I don't think it will be with the
Yeah.
Switch. I think it'll just be. I don't know. It's gonna be like a
Yeah.
complete role reversal.
Still, like a Wii U is like a second version of the Wii essentially. So
Yeah, and that's
they
what a
were
lot of
saying-
people thought. They're like, why would I need this tablet thing? And I think the
I mean,
Switch
I-
is gonna be different. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the Switch itself is a tablet and a console, so I mean it works.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I think we'll see it here, but I don't know if we'll like. I don't know if it's coming out in 2021, but it might. If
It is
not,
40 years of it is 40th anniversary of Donkey Kong. That's huge.
yeah. Oh, what if we get a Mario versus Donkey Kong? But like one of those
That'd be a good one.
gimmicky ass ones, like the Amiibo challenge.
Or like a collection. Like what if they
Ooh,
compiled all
ooh.
the other games into one?
Maybe.
Who knows?
I am so burnt out on that series, so that would just.
I haven't played any of them since Minis March again. Wait.
But they
The-
really got to get the hype going for Donkey Kong 40th anniversary. So it'll probably be a whole new game.
I mean, they could do
Well,
Donkey Kong 99.
Honestly, I think that's
That too. Just have both. Why not?
But I don't think that they'll like same thing with Metroid and Donkey Kong. I don't think they'll say DK 40 years. They won't do
Donkey
that.
Kong 40. That's a weird title. Donkey Kong 40, guys.
They're not going to do that with Donkey Kong. They're not going to do that with Metroid. If they do it with anyone, it's going to be Zelda.
Yeah.
Oh,
if-
The Legend of Zelda 35. That would be sick.
It used to be a question of when, now it's a question of if.
If.
I know.
So what else we
I
have?
had
Okay.
something I was thinking about, and then I forgot about it. I was like, what was it?
I know
Oh, I was gonna say- I was-
Go ahead,
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say, I don't know if they'll talk about having a Switch Pro at E3 or not.
They won't.
no. If they
Probably not.
did, it would have
lot of
already been
people saying
announced
that.
already. If it would have been announced
true.
already, because they don't ever announce new software at E3. They announce
True.
it prior, and then they say these are the changes that we've made to current Switch games or whatever.
And they flat out said that there won't be any hardware at E3.
Yeah,
they
they said that.
specifically software.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think
Won't be there.
we could see? Do you think we could see an Odyssey 2? Mario Odyssey 2?
No, but
Go ahead.
we always see Mario there at every single direct, and it's always something new. Most of the time,
Yeah.
the majority of the
Mario
time.
has a bajillion games.
So-
It keeps getting more.
I don't know if it's time for a new 3D Mario yet, but I'm still
I mean,
holding
that would-
out for some sort of main series. I don't know
But
what
it's
that.
also- that's
what
fair,
form
'cause
that
they did
takes,
just
but-
3D All-Stars last year.
Yeah,
It
I
might be
don't-
too soon.
I don't know what form that takes, but I do think we'll see main series in some form.
New Super Mario Brothers 3.
If the Odyssey team is behind Donkey Kong, we're not going to get two reveals from them in one direct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Odyssey 2 or whatever the next 3D Mario is will be next holiday,
yeah,
but we won't see it until next year.
yep.
Yeah, it could be next year's E3 reveal. But who
I
knows?
don't think they'll reveal it that late in the year. Maybe. Well,
That's probably
Do
going to
they
be the
wanna-
teaser for the February direct or the
Okay,
early
so
year
what is
direct.
gonna
do they
be-
want to announce a big game like that in a normal direct though? Like,
Hmm.
I know every direct can have a big reveal like that, but
Well,
that's
Mario-
Last
I-
direct
I
announced
consider-
Mario Golf.
Mario Golf isn't that big
Mario
though.
Golf is small in
Yeah.
comparison to an Odyssey.
And also,
It
I
has-
like to say Mario Maker is big, but it isn't. Like in my mind,
New
it's
Super
main
Mario Bros.
series.
U outsold it.
Yeah,
It
and
is-
New
it
Super Mario Bros. U
not
is
big
big
together.
too, and they didn't do nope. They're just like
Dude, I think New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is like the 7th or 8th best-selling game on Switch.
It's
it
a
did better
10
than
Yeah.
the
plus
Wii U
million
version.
seller.
Yeah, it did better than the Wii U version. So,
and
I mean,
that
yeah.
pisses me off a lot because Mario Maker had so much goddamn potential. Like,
It did.
It's like I do think maybe if dang it, what is with my brain today? I had it and then I lost it again. Give me a minute to recollect it. I'll probably come back to it. Oh wait, no, I was gonna joke. What about we got New Super Mario Brothers 3, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still
let's
want
continue
that.
that
I
series because I'm
still
sure
want
people
that.
love how many times it continues.
Okay.
Like New Super Mario
So,
Brothers
you know
3.
what? Can I do you guys mind if I rant for a minute here?
Go for
Go
it.
ahead.
New Super Mario Bros. 3, my concept. Uh Nintendo really needs to shake the format. And I still think that we should keep the name system. I know it's not new anymore, but consistency is key. And New Super Mario Bros. 3, I know that they'll never do this, but if they do, it needs to be an open world 2D platformer. Because this is something that Mario has never explored before, but we also need to recognize that 3D Mario isn't where Mario is. It is
Exactly.
now, but Mario originated in its 2D platformer roots,
Super
and
Mario Brothers.
people like brushing off New Super Mario Bros. U to the side is saddening to me. So I think that they need to completely revamp the way 2D Mario works, and in that way, I envision a open world, 2D world or 2D
Like
Mario game. Like,
imagine it, but also keep it in the 2D formula kind of
yeah.
thing. And make it
So
still feel like a 2D Mario game.
Right.
almost like a Metroidvania Mario game, but instead of like collecting like power ups like Metroidvania, you basically just collect like stars or something. Like that's basic Mario fare. You just go to each of the corners of the map.
Mobile
Hmm.
game, but I know Mario
Yeah.
Run's a mobile game, but Mario Run almost did that. It's like a
Yeah.
mobile version of New Super Mario. It almost did that for a mobile game. It's actually decent. I think Nintendo considers that game mainline too, which is interesting. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it
But-
kind of is a New Super Mario Brothers game. So
I do think we will get
yeah.
a new Mario game revealed, but I don't think it's going to be one that you guys expect.
It's
Might be
Mario
I've
Party
been-
2.
There's not even that. That is, I do think that could happen. But there has been rumblings from Shinobi, which he does other stuff in like the Xbox and PlayStation landscapes. He was the one that leaked Banjo back in 2019 for Smash. He's kind of teasing that Mario Rabbids might be getting a sequel.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah, I
that
heard
that is
about
a
that.
for sure thing. I don't know if it's happening at E3, but I know that's a
that's totally
for
gonna
sure
happen.
thing. Because the
Right.
Twitter account changed, Grant Kirkhope's teasing it, everyone's teasing it. It's gonna happen. I don't know about E3, but yeah.
I think it will be at Ubisoft show, and they'll
Really
27
well.
show Nintendo's.
Yeah. The only thing is that I don't like that game. I didn't like it at all.
I loved it.
And
I haven't played it yet. I'm missing out.
I always fucking hated the Rabbids, and also every single like gameplay video I've seen of the game, I'm just like, I'm so confused and baffled by the gameplay. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. That's why I'm scared to play Origami King, because it's the same thing with the battle system.
Oh yeah.
Battle system is god awful in that game.
Although
Don't even get me started.
From what I heard Origami King is better than Color Splash and the one on 3DS. So I mean, it's an improvement from where we were before.
Gameplay,
gameplay,
yes.
yes.
Battle system, no. I actually, okay, hot take here. I like the Color Splash, the Sticker Star battle system. I had a lot of fun with it, although it's not practical and it needed some changes. Color Splash added changes, but it also took 2 steps back with the whole coloring and painting system. Let me tell you something. Both games, I soft locked myself. I ran out of money and I ran out of cards and stickers. I never beat the final boss of either game, but I got to it. I got to the final boss and then gave up. Like, I'm pretty sure in Color Splash 2, you can't go back. I think you're stuck at the final battle, but in Sticker Star you're not, and I kind of didn't know that, and and apparently you can actually go back and buy or go collect more stickers in the other worlds and then come back, but I didn't know that, and I already sold it at that point. So anyway, I still love the games. I just never technically finished them. But anyway,
I agree. The Mario Rabbids sequel, I could see that. The first game did. I think I remember Ubisoft saying once the first game did better than they even expected it to.
oh yeah, for sure.
It's still selling relatively well because it's always on sale.
That reveal though was just that was so
then they
amazing.
did the Donkey Kong Adventure DLC, and then it just
I forgot about
Donkey
that.
Kong theme DLC really got people into it more.
Yeah.
Right. But speaking of Mario Party, do we think that's gonna happen?
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
I was
I
in a
agree.
movie. Yeah.
I think
I'm
that
50-50 on it, but I think it makes more sense. It's
For
already
Mario
been
Party.
almost 3 years.
I think that
Super Mario
update
Party
was a
better
test
than
bed.
the other ones.
That update was a
I
straight
agree.
up test bed.
I 100% agree.
That had to be. What about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Because that got an update lately too. Like right
Yeah.
after Super Mario Party.
I don't
I don't know.
know
I
if
think
that
it's too
means
soon.
anything, but I do predict that we will be getting Mario Kart 9 here.
No.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
Mario
am.
Party Deluxe is still selling, and they're also working on tour. And I just
No, I
We'll
don't
see,
think
yeah.
they're working on tour. I don't think because
They aren't working on tour. That's
Yeah.
another, well.
well still.
And
they're
also-
If they are, it's slowing.
they're the mobile team. They have a mobile team that works on
Right.
Mario
Yeah.
Run and I don't know about Fire Emblem. I think that's Intelligent Systems mobile team.
That's intelligent, yeah.
Yeah, that
But
one is actually mainline because it's worked well. I'd say tour is too, but Fire Emblem Heroes is the actual same team that works on the.
yeah,
I'm
Do you-
really mixed on Mario Kart 9. I really think it will happen in the Switch generation,
hmm
but I could also see them launching whatever the successor is with Mario Kart.
yeah.
'Cause
My
Deluxe
only
is still
problem,
selling. It's still going. It's still
Yeah.
number
Yes,
one,
but Mario
and it's
Kart
not
9
slowing
could
down.
guarantee another 25, 30
Yeah.
million sales.
honestly,
Easy money.
that amount of money being like bought with this game says to me, if I was a developer, make another game or make DLC, one of the two. And it's a little too far too gone to make DLC.
It's
So
been
sequel.
7 years.
I mean,
Since-
you never.
Oh no, I'm
know.
talking about 8 Deluxe release. Like
Still, that's 4 years.
Yeah.
it's way too
so
far gone.
DLC is too far gone, but
Way
sequel.
too.
I wouldn't say
Like
that.
if those numbers, they say, "Oh fuck yeah, I'm working on sequel right now." Like that's what I
If they
see.
if they have not been working on 9 the last few years and they bring out DLC, it's not going to feel like a slap in the face. It's just going to be confusing.
Yeah. Not to mention too, I come to realize this that Mario Kart's team is also Splatoon's team, which kind of makes
Which
me
is
sad a
true.
little bit. Because
No,
that
yeah, 'cause
means
they're working on Splatoon 3.
they've been working on Splatoon 2 for such a long time. They basically went from Mario Kart 8. They sort of just I don't even know if they did anything with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They probably just had
Wait,
to
is that
code
when
in
they
a few
added the
characters.
Inklings?
And
And
then
the battle mode.
Inklings.
yeah.
Makes sense.
And so they went Splatoon, Mario Kart 8. I'm sorry, Mario Kart 8, Splatoon 2. Mario Kart 8, Splatoon 1, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, basically at the same time. I don't know how they did that.
Splatoon 2,
And then
Splatoon
did-
2 DLC.
And then Splatoon 2 DLC, and now Splatoon 3, which I don't know if it's time for another Mario Kart in between there, or if that means they're just
is.
like, fuck you, no more Mario Kart.
Which also, keep in mind, Splatoon 2 DLC went on for a whole dang year. It started
Yeah.
when the game came out, and it
I-
ended in 2019.
I could see them
Or
getting the
2018.
staff thing though, that they can work on 2 projects at once, especially with how big Mario Kart and Splatoon both are. It would be easy to be like, hey, you guys need more people. We'll hire more people. We'll have a Splatoon segment and a Mario Kart segment.
True,
Every
but
time-
there's also that chance that didn't happen, and because they've been working on Splatoon 3, we
Absolutely. But Mario Kart is Nintendo's biggest franchise right now.
their biggest spin-off.
Not even that, biggest franchise in total.
Yeah, it's
Not
number
counting
1.
Pokemon, obviously, but
More than mainline Mario.
beats Mario.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow,
absolutely.
I could see why.
Mario Kart always outsells mainline Mario.
I don't know if we want to do this, but I kind of want to talk about Mario Kart 9 and like in a little bit of detail.
Yes, please.
Or 10, as I like to say.
This, I think, okay, first of all, subtitle time. We need to return to the subtitles. Smash did it.
So,
I don't care if it's called Mario Kart Switch. I don't care. Like, I want a subtitle. I don't want it to be called 9 because I don't think it's technically even 9 anyway.
and
Mario Kart Ultimate.
and dude, I would die for an ultimate if they brought back
Just
like
bring
every
me back
But-
Coconut Mall.
But
If they
Ultimate,
brought back
here's
every character and every course and every cart. Oh my gosh.
here's my shot in the
Your
dark
work is
idea. I have been dreaming about Mario Kart Ultimate for years now. Okay, listen. So every character returns. Okay, every character that has been in the series returns. New characters. It is a crossover, which means most of the new characters are characters from other Nintendo franchises.
Right.
And one character that I really do want in, or actually 2, Geno and Fawful. That's just the 2 characters I want in because Fawful is amazing, and I want to hear his noises when he does tricks because his noises are hilarious. Anyway, there's gonna be a double dash mode where it's just a mode. It's just like a side mode where you just race in the Grand Prix or Versus. It's just a mode where you can have like tag team with 2 switches, which by the way are 2 Joy-Con. Perfect.
Yeah.
And then there's a mission mode, which they combine basically the ideas of Tour and DS. They just morph the two together. And now
did it really well. Personally.
Yeah. And then we have stages. Every track is here. But the way that they do this is that I don't think they're going to pull a full here. So what they're going to do is they're going to have a traditional 4-cup setup for new stages, nitro stages I think they're called. And then the retro stages, there's going to be 4 cups and it's going to be complete traditional Mario Kart remake fare. However, you can actually scroll down and you can go to every generation of Mario Kart and you can play their cups like they were originally intended. And
that'd be sick.
And the way that it works is it's not like full on if the cup got or if the track got a remake in the retro cups of the main game, then it'll use that track in the playlist, I like to call it, of the old cups. But you know, if they got remade in the past, they'll just use their original remade forms, if that makes sense. Yeah, so like if it was remade in Mario Kart 8, it'll just use the Mario Kart 8 version So if they haven't got remade before, all they're going to do is upscale and make it HD. That's all they're going to do. They're not going to go but the retro stages that are in the game are in the main part of the game. The retro stages that are part of the main part of the game most of them are going to be stages that haven't been remade before. So the rest of them can sort of just, be, they still feel old, I guess. And
I don't know. I think for consistency, they probably would remake all of them.
That just seems like a lot of work, especially for Nintendo, though. And then there's another feature that I know, and also battle stages are back too. Same scenario there. One thing I really do want to happen is you can make something along the lines of a custom cup or a custom playlist, if you will, of tracks. So instead of like picking and choosing tracks like you do in versus mode anyway, it's more or less you create your own cup. That's all you create your own cup.
You can like pick 4 to do in a set, and then just
or 16 for 4 cups, and you do basically a whole Grand Prix if you wanted to.
But you can maybe have an option to not do playlists and just individually select them too.
Yeah,
so you can do both.
And
the big problem with that is go for it.
No, I was just gonna say there's gonna be a lot of custom. Sorry, just gonna say that there's a lot of customability.
Go for it. The big problem with that is the fact that this would make another Mario Kart game so unnecessary. It's basically be back into the same corner that Smash Bros. Is right now. You would never need to buy another Mario Kart game in your life if you have one that has over 100 courses, who knows how many characters.
Yeah, but that's the way the world is, unfortunately, today. Which means that all we're gonna get in future releases is just Minecraft style updates or Fortnite style updates. Essentially, you'll just get the same Mario Kart in 4K on the next console, but with new courses or whatever.
I think Smash is gonna get a reboot, and it's gonna be disappointing to some people, but it's gonna basically restart with a new director.
But there's also the side that
Nintendo's.
says
Go ahead.
There's also the side that says that they'll port Ultimate to the next console and then just add some more characters there.
And I would hope they would go that route, but this is Nintendo, and they're gonna want to be new and creative.
And another problem that I see with that argument though is, well, obviously, Smash Bros will do that. Even though Mario Kart 8 sales are through the roof, if we don't see Mario Kart 9 here, I'm thinking that Mario Kart's done, and it pains me to say that because that doesn't sound right in my head, especially because of the sales, but I don't know where they go from here other than a Mario Kart Ultimate.
Yeah, I don't think they would end Mario Kart like that though. Okay, they like Hylian Heroes did. It makes more money than even the mainline Mario games. So
that's what I'm saying though.
They're gonna do business as usual with Mario Kart. Every generation will get one with 16 new courses, 16 old, maybe a few packs of DLC. They're not gonna change the formula.
Then
as
why
much
did
as
they
we
change the
want.
formula this generation? This is why
Because they wanted
Mario
a
Kart.
cheap Mario.
Yeah,
They
I
wanted
guess.
Mario Kart out at near launch. They knew they couldn't get a new one out. They brought the port out. They didn't expect it to sell as well as it did, and now that it's the highest selling Switch game, they're sitting on the IP until the next generation.
And this is
They don't
why
want to release one.
I'm
I can agree. I agree with Highly in that. That's what I was thinking too. Like
this is just why Mario Kart is such a headache right now, because it's
Yeah.
time for a new Mario Kart. No one asked for
Absolutely.
the
This
DX
is
version, but it sold so fucking well, so I don't know what they're gonna do with
Fine.
it.
This is why I have been playing Tour like religiously, like I used to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Because like Tour, yeah, it's a mobile game, but at least it's a new Mario Kart game, and I have something new to play.
Yeah.
That's
That's
why I
true.
enjoy it so much.
They're at a point right now where they're thinking, do we need to release the new Mario Kart on the Switch when we can just sit on this, make 10, 12, who knows how many million sales every single year of this 7-year-old game, and then year one of the successor, we drop the brand new Mario Kart, and that sells the system like crazy.
True.
It just hurts me because they
It's
can
lazy. It's very
they can
lazy.
they can do so much more, and also
Yeah.
not to mention that, like I said in the last podcast too, there are so many casual gamers in this generation that want a new Mario Kart experience, and they love Mario Kart 8. That's the reason why it sells so well. But I think that they have to pull a Mario Kart Ultimate, otherwise it will not look well on them if they
Like,
do a traditional
yeah,
Mario Fair,
No,
especially after
I
Mario
think it'll
Kart
be
8 Deluxe.
fine.
And
Mario Kart 8
I-
Deluxe isn't anything special. That's the thing. It's just
Yeah, that's the
base
problem,
game
is that
looks
it isn't anything special. That's the
Again, that's why I've
problem.
been-
But Mario
Again,
Kart
that's
doesn't
why I've
need to
been
be
playing
special.
Tour,
That's the
yeah.
problem.
But because of its sales, that's why I think it needs to be special. But
Every generation. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, again, that's why I've been playing Tour more because it's new. But also, speaking of Tour, which by the way, you could argue it's because they're working on Tour, but that may not be the case. I've seen people say like, what if they made like a console-fied version, port of Tour? Just,
uh,
I don't think people would want that.
I've seen that.
like no gotcha. Like it's like 8 Deluxe, but with Tour features.
The game looks so basic. I'm sorry.
No, okay, well that's not an issue though. I think
No,
that they
it's
can
not an issue.
easily update the visuals, but
Like,
I've seen that idea. I've seen that idea tossed around for Mario Run. I've seen that idea tossed around for Geometry Dash. I think Fire Emblem Heroes is the only one
Dragalia
that's on
Lost.
Switch. Yeah, Dragalia Lost. What was that?
Fire Emblem was not on Switch.
There was that part.
Yeah, there. Oh, Warriors. Warriors is a mobile game too, I think. I
Yeah,
think
there's
Came out
so.
on 3DS.
Part-time UFO as well as a game that
Yeah.
was made by HAL Laboratories and it came to
Right.
Switch too.
I'm having a hard time moving mobile games onto a console. Like I understand like PC games to console, like maybe there's a graphics problem here or there, but I can see that transition. The only thing I don't see now is mobile to console or mobile to PC, which there's a lot of mobile games on PC, but it's really weird.
Again, Part-time UFO did that, and
That's an exception. We're
Yeah.
talking about like the big, like Mario Run, Dragalia Lost.
Yeah.
Mario
Tour.
Kart Tour's a
Miitopia.
giant game actually.
Miitopia would have been an example of that too, but just sad.
3DS game
I'm sorry, not Miitopia. Miitomo.
Miitomo.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, that was an example of a console game moving over to mobile. Same thing with Mario Run, New Super Mario Bros. U onto mobile. So it's hard for me to say, because basically all you're doing is essentially porting Mario Kart 7 to Switch, I guess. That's what I'm
Tour's
picturing.
like,
Yeah.
No, Tour's like a mix of 7 and 8 pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
That's fair.
yeah.
But I think
Like,
if they
it
announced
looks
Tour,
graphically like 7, but it kind of plays. It doesn't have anti-gravity, but it kind of plays like 8.
Mhm.
if after all these years they announced that Tour was coming to Switch, I think everybody would be so just pissed off. It would
But-
sell, absolutely.
I think the problem is
It's
that
still better than
the way that Tor is set up is that it's on a schedule. That means that the cups aren't here to stay. They recycle. And I think
Yeah,
that's the
truly.
problem that people have, especially. Well, I think and then the other problem is controls too, but I think that's easily fixable if they port it to Switch. But
console, yeah, they can change controls on the console anyway. But
Right.
I was almost thinking like if they just got rid of like the gacha for the console version, and then like you had like set unlock conditions, like to get the Santa costume of Mario, race on this course and get first place or something.
And
That'd be cool. Or they have like what CTR did. If you don't know, like they have like a pit stop, and it's like you use your coins to buy characters and costumes. They can even do that.
and
That way,
that's another
you
thing
don't
too
buy
that
it, you
I
just earn coins.
that's another thing too I forgot to mention in the Mario Kart Ultimate idea is that the costumes will return, but they're
Yeah.
costumes. Pink Gold Peach,
Yeah, like
a costume,
Mario,
not an individual character.
nah, she can be individual. She has different stats and she's heavy.
And the fucking Koopalings, they don't need to be different characters. I know they have different stats, but
No.
no.
Yeah.
So like
I like them being together. Or maybe you can they can have a way of like sorting it where if you want them, like what Smash did with the Echo Fighters, they can almost do that way.
I just feel like
if you
there's
if you
so
want
many
all the people in
costumes.
separately, you can.
There's so many
Yeah.
costumes though. And I think people like the
True, but-
costumes, but there are so many
I
people
do.
out there that don't like Pink Gold Peach, for example.
But Nathaniel Bandy. But Mario, like you can select him, and then you just have like all his costumes from Tour in one slot, and then even the SNES one, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But you can use coins to buy them. I think if they did it like that, people would actually buy it. They'd be like, it's Tour, but improved. You buy things with coins, you unlock them, you got all these costumes, you got brand new courses themed around cities like New York, you got carts galore, and I don't know, I just think it would work pretty well that way. Especially if you have to unlock things with coins, it would keep you going at the game for years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Mario Kart 8 did, basically. Just you didn't know you were earning the coins. It just kind of just popped.
I still haven't unlocked everything.
And the hardest ones to get are the gold stuff, because gold Mario, you got to beat 200cc on every cup, and then the tires, it's like, I think tires is time trials, you got to beat all the ghosts, and then the cart is like beating every cup and every CC, including mirror, and then the glider is like getting a certain amount of coins. I think it's like 10,000 coins.
Yeah. All right, I think
What frustrates me the most is the fact that Mario Kart really is the most sensible game they could release this holiday if Breath of the Wild is not coming.
True.
But I don't think they will.
Oh,
And I don't know what's going to come out this holiday alongside the Gen 4 remakes.
oh, you mentioning Breath of the Wild just reminded me. We might see a trailer on Age of Calamity DLC.
yeah,
I feel
more
like
than
that'll be
likely we will.
Treehouse thing. If
Really?
we get that in Treehouse.
I
really
don't-
We may get like a small little announcement of it, but it's going to be somewhat similar to what happened in the February Direct.
What did
I
they just
honestly-
announce? Wasn't it like a bonus pack that they just announced.
It was the purchase bonus. You got like a new weapon and a new costume.
Yeah, but
it
we
The-
haven't actually seen the DLC yet.
Yeah.
Another thing too I need to mention about that is that this is not our traditional E3, because at E3 in the past they had their main show and then they announced things as the days went on. I don't think they're doing that this time. I think the Treehouse will just show the games that were shown in the Direct, and that's it. And
Yeah.
Age of Calamity will probably be there, but it'll just be a quick reminder, not a
Yeah.
and maybe like a trailer for what is, what's actually in the DLC, but that's it. Especially because
One or two
there is
small
a trailer.
things.
There is one of the DLC packs comes out this month, so yes,
Exactly.
it'll be there for sure.
Yeah.
It's going to get like a really small, like 20, 30-second thing showing off who the new characters are and like a brief,
See, the
like little
characters I'm
snippet of
curious
the
about
new
too.
game.
No. What's gonna happen is that it's just like it's gonna be like one of the areas in the game, and all of a sudden, one of the characters will show up and be like,
Robbie.
yeah, one of them is just gonna show up, and then it'll just be silent, and he'll just be in a T pose, and then that'll be the end of the trailer. You guys, you remember the original reveal? It was just like there for 2 seconds, and then it was silent, and then it was gone.
But like I remember like the with the characters, it's interesting to me because all the characters in the base game are like all the main characters of Breath of the Wild. There's not really any like big characters left, so I think if they do any more, it'll just be like new original characters for Age of Calamity.
Well,
Yeah,
they basically were already dating back around the time the game launched.
yeah.
It's expected characters, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
unless they
Wow,
There's that-
realistic
there's that
Toon
new
Link.
version of Ganondorf. Realistic Toon Link. Oh
From
my
Brawl,
gosh.
from Brawl.
Oh my gosh, it'd be funny. It actually reminds me, off topic, but it reminds me of when people were like, wow, we have all three lanes in Smash now? I was like, Hyrule Warriors did it first. Hyrule Warriors has Link, Young Link, and Toon Link in it.
And Breath of the Wild Link. And
Yeah.
Twilight
Oh,
Princess
yeah,
Link.
and the Switch version. Yeah, it's got every Link for well, they're all costumes. but
Every Link is here.
You got every Link, and then Young Link their own, and then Young Link has Fierce Deity Link in his moveset. Like, bro,
All right.
every Link is there.
Before we
So
run off from Zelda, though, will they reveal Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD?
okay, that's where I was gonna go with this. I was gonna say
Oh yeah.
we are finally getting Zelda 35 here. It'll be a
We have
so
to.
yeah.
For sure,
So
we have to get Zelda
basically,
35.
what they usually do is they have a big reveal at the beginning. They have two main games that they focus on throughout during the middle of the direct, and then at the very end they have something else big, which is usually a teaser. So at the beginning we'll have Smash, in the middle we'll have like the one game, and then the other game. So the first game that we're gonna have a full-on dedicated section to, this is gonna be Zelda 35 in its entirety. It's not just one game; it's just gonna be Zelda 35.
Like what they did with the Mario 35th Direct, but it's mixed.
Yeah,
up.
so
Mario
it's
35th Direct was essentially going to be what was going to happen at E3,
Yeah.
but of
That's
So-
what I
course,
was thinking
plans
too. I
changed.
think Mario 35th Direct was supposed to be what would have been at E3 last year.
so
If I recall correctly, 3D World was supposed to come out last holiday, but it got delayed because of everything that happened.
yeah, and then it only came out in February.
So in this section, they'll talk about every single thing that you can do about Zelda right now. So like they'll probably talk about the Mario Maker costume. They'll talk about all the amiibo that are available. They'll talk about, hey, Skyward Sword's coming out, Link's Awakening, Breath of the Wild, and then hey, Breath of the Wild 2's coming, but they'll say, oh, more information coming soon, and then they'll
I
just
think
drop
they're
the
gonna I don't
yeah.
even think they're going to tease Breath of the Wild like that. It'll
Yeah.
be there, obviously.
Yeah.
Don't ignore it.
yeah, and then
a Zelda
so
3D collection.
so
Ocarina
what-
of Time, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess.
No. Well, okay, so so basically they'll just say, hey, this is everything that you can do Zelda-wise on Switch right now, amiibo, all of your crazy clothes and things like that. And then they're going to announce the Wind Waker combo pack. Wind Waker Twilight Princess combo pack, and then they're going to have another one, which is going to be Majora's Mask Ocarina of Time combo pack. It's going to be two separate combo packs, I'm thinking.
I thought it would have just been a Mario 3D All Stars kind of thing. Like
I don't
Ocarina
think
of
they're
Time
gonna do that
with the
either.
Twilight Princess
I think it's going to be
Like,
two separate combo packs.
I
I
mean,
have
I
a
guess
okay.
makes
Go ahead.
sense.
I have like a little rambling tangent to go on about this, just because would they want to reveal Wind Waker and Twilight Princess a month before Skyward Sword comes out? I think it
Ooh.
wouldn't be a problem. They've been marketing Skyward Sword for a few weeks now. It shouldn't be that big of an issue, and I
No.
don't think it's coming out until September or October. But there's people that genuinely think that it's not going to be announced until the fall direct, and they're going to release it a few weeks later.
Like they
That
did with
worked-
Mario.
That worked for Mario because of the pandemic. They wouldn't have done that otherwise.
The only
Yeah.
problem is that I
would've
see,
been
because no
easy.
one really cares about Skyward Sword as much as they do TP, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time. So if they
Those are
do
right.
announce it, I wonder if it's going to mess up sales. But honestly,
I don't think it
I don't understand the Zelda fan base enough to know that. I know Mario, if they announce two mainline Mario games in the same year, then yeah, there's going to be a fucking problem. But
These are all old titles. That's the thing that people
Yeah.
need to remember.
Or no, you know what? Actually, what Slime said with like the individual packs, I could even then see them going like, oh yeah, or if you want, you can get the Zelda Anthology pack, which has Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword.
for $120.
Never gonna happen.
$120.
Here's my logic
maybe.
with Ocarina of Majora. Like, I think that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess will get a non-limited $60 release, let's say end of September, early October, and then let's say the September Direct comes around. I don't think they're going to announce Majora and Ocarina at E3. They'll talk about NSO, and they will just announce that those are available via N64 or just on their own.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
my
don't think they're going to release a box version of Ocarina Majora.
Yeah, but then would that mean that Mario 64 wouldn't be on the N64 online because you can't get 3D All Stars anymore? So
That's 3D All Stars. We're talking about just Mario 64.
I'm thinking that maybe they'll do the same thing. They'll have the Wind Waker or Ocarina Majora's Mask combo pack, a limited time release, and then they're also going to say the 64 games. But the 64 games are going to be on base resolution. Wind Waker, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time will have an HD upscaling like Mario 64. My only problem with that is that I know they're going to do that. I know they're just going to do whatever they did with Mario 64 for these guys,
yeah.
which I don't want them to do. I really would like. I don't even care if they don't add anything new. See, here's the thing I have. The reason why I didn't think that they were gonna do a Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword combo pack is because Skyward Sword hasn't been remade yet. I knew for a fact that they were gonna sell it for $60. Because they already did that with the other 2 games. So they're going to re-release this one, $60, add a new amiibo, because they did that with the other 2 as well. Or Twilight Princess they did, and then add new features. Wind Waker had amiibo? Had an amiibo comboed with it?
There's a Toon Link, and but
that had no connection to Wind Waker, though.
Okay, anyway. So this is a new release, technically. Even though it's a remake, it's a new release. And then they're basically going to have a combo pack of Wii U games and then a combo pack of 64 games. The 64 games will be a limited release.
I think that even Nintendo's not stupid enough to try to release not Wind Waker, Ocarina of Majora for $60. Especially if
I don't know if they'll do that. I think that they're end up going to do 40, probably 40.
40 would be good.
If I know for a fact they're gonna pull a Mario 64, which was the weirdest thing to me because they went through the effort to make it HD. Why not make it widescreen? Makes no sense to me. But I know they're gonna do that. But what I really want them to do, and this is something that
they did it with Sunshine, they made it.
This is something that I know they won't, but I really want them to. All they need to do is just port the 3DS games. The problem is that they need to do just as much effort as the 64 ones. Just make it HD, maybe combine the 2 screens like they did for Miitopia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect anything more than that. I don't want them to add any new features. I don't want them to do any of that. All I need them to do is make it HD, and they're going to do the exact same to 64, the 64 versions, but hey.
Fine, hear me out. What if instead it was actually the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask 3D? The 3DS versions, like
they won't do it. They're not that nice.
You want to do the 3DS versions, like ported to Switch?
That's too much work.
I mean, they didn't change the graphics because the 3DS
I really
version
don't think they're gonna give Ocarina of Majora a physical release. I think they're just gonna slap them onto the eShop or NSO.
That's true, but
their focus is gonna be. They're gonna. Well, those were already remade, and honestly, I think that justifies a $60 price tag.
Yeah, because it's 2 games for $60 compared to like 120, so that's a good deal. And they were both Wii U ports.
And that's why we're not going to get a 3rd game alongside with it, because Nintendo knows they don't have to.
Yeah. All right, so 3 more things regarding Zelda.
I'd be happy just to play Twilight Princess again.
Same.
I have never played any of them, so I want to just play it.
Got to.
Not even Breath of the Wild?
Someone bought it for me, and then I haven't gotten past the Great Plateau, so...
You break my heart.
I'm currently on Turtle Rock on Link's Awakening Remake, and that's it.
Actually, to be fair, I've only ever completed 2 Zelda games.
And I beat the first...
You guys are killing me here.
I beat the original Zelda game too, but I fucking hated it. It was a fucking
I beat
drag.
Princess HD and I beat Breath of the Wild, but
I'm swearing like a sailor today. I apologize, but it's... So anyway, 3 more things regarding Zelda. 1, I think that we're going to see some sort of NSO type release, and I still believe that we are going to see... No, I think we're actually going to see a port or sequel to 4 Swords. And it's going to be either for Joy-Con or for actual Nintendo Switches. I'm still holding out on that. I know we talked about this a few predictions ago. I'm still holding out for it.
I think this is way too much Zelda content for E3. Do you think they could have a Zelda Direct around the time that Skyward Sword comes out, and let's say they announce the Wind Waker HD collection?
I think our Zelda Direct is going to happen as the game focus, or one of the 2 game focuses for the Direct. That's my opinion.
I don't think they are going to focus on a game.
But it's only 40 minutes.
They didn't say they were going to. Yeah,
how much time is going to be taken up by that?
I know that they don't, but they didn't say that. They didn't say that for the February Direct either. But they focused on triangle strategy and I don't know what the other focus was.
But we've already said that this was going to be an E3 Direct, not a normal Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, normal Nintendo Directs. Yeah, they do.
How long was the Mario 35th Direct?
I think they usually do
minutes.
That. Anyway,
how long was
second
the Mario 35th Direct? It was like 15 minutes.
10 minutes, and then the other 6 minutes was music.
I don't think they would do.
Sorry. 10 minutes and music.
But it was a good medley though of all the
Yeah.
Mario
But
stuff.
it just pained me every single game that was missing. Yeah.
I think they're gonna throw a few Zelda announcements at us. I don't think we're gonna get 4 or 5 games.
But it's
one
gonna be
series in
all at one
direct.
time. It's gonna be all at
Maybe
one
a 2 or
time. Is
3.
my point.
All in one time, minus Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
Yes.
but which will be at the
They'll just
very
go
end.
quick.
Yeah,
Just go quick.
right.
They'll be like, oh yeah, so we are releasing a pack of Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD for $60, and they'll be like, oh yeah, also you can get Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on Nintendo Switch, and then, oh yeah, don't forget Skyward Sword comes out soon. There you go.
That seems just like a barrage of information, and then 20 minutes later, let's say Breath of the Wild gets its huge trailer, new
That'd be
title,
Maybe.
launch window.
Or maybe
right.
they say Zelda 35 Battle Royale in there too, and then end it.
All right, so this
Hey,
is my
why not?
off the wall stupid prediction, and this is something that it's not gonna happen, but this is more or less a joke. Here's what they announced:
Oh boy.
special for Zelda 35, and they'll never ever do this again. But it's like Pokemon and Me, but for Zelda characters. So you get to pet,
No.
and dress. Link, it's called Link's Dress Up Adventure, where you get to dress up Link, and you get to pet him, and
Every Nintendo fan's dream.
and you also get to pick. You can pick between Zelda, Link, and Ganondorf. And you could pick all their incarnations if you want. You could pick Toon Link. That's a weird fetish, but you could do that.
So you mean like
you can pick
basically the Walking Simulator was that
You can pick Skeleton Ganondorf if you want to.
Oh gosh. So Slime, you basically just mean Girlfriend Simulator, but with Zelda characters.
No, Galgun, but with Zelda characters.
I call this section the game that will never be announced.
Yeah, the game that will not happen, but this is funny. I thought it was funny. Anyway, the last thing. How do you guys think the Zelda trailer is going to go? Do you guys have a stupid random prediction like I did with Mario Kart 9 regarding Breath of the Wild 2?
No, I hear you.
I hear you, but you're frozen. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so
You cut out there for a minute.
do you guys have like an exact prediction of how the Breath of the Wild 2 video or the trailer is going to go?
Well,
Like I did with Mario Kart 9. Like what are we going to see?
Like, you know how the last one ended with what looked like the new Ganondorf? I'm gonna assume that's what that was.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm assuming the trailer would probably just start from that, and maybe he gets up and then he like does something and it like shows how powerful he is, like takes over Hyrule or something. I don't know.
I don't think there's going to be any correlation. It's just going to be normal Breath of the Wild world. We'll see new story information. We'll see the return of real dungeons.
Mhm.
We will see Ganondorf at some point, but it may not be the same scene that we saw 2 years
Kind
ago.
of like the dungeons, you know. Well,
Get
See-
rid of him.
Ooh, I just
Get
thought
rid
of
him.
I just thought about something.
I
So
think they would get rid of him, especially since they wouldn't want to make you do them all again if you did.
Right.
No, they
I-
would keep them there.
They would be different.
They
I
could
just
keep them
thought
there with
about-
warp points. Still.
I just thought about something. So in that trailer, it was definitely a weird vibe for Zelda. Even weirder than Majora's Mask. It was cutty, there was all these jump cuts and it was all
We're just having all sorts of issues today.
I know. I was like,
Wait,
are you good, bro?
can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
We're listening.
Yeah,
Dang it.
Highland
Sounds awesome.
Wait, can you not hear me?
Silence, and it releases never.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah,
Oh,
now we can.
okay, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so it's okay, so the original trailer had all these like weird jump cuts and stuff, and it was very weird, and it was weirder than even Majora's Mask. Not as dark, maybe not as dark, but it was weird. It was like not Zelda to me. It was all these jump cuts and like weird mysterious things happening. So I wonder if we're gonna get like a culture shock type of thing where it's gonna be like something complete, the stupid Deus Ex Machina type of thing happens where your whole reality shifts. I don't know what that entails, but I think that you're gonna be able to explore the original Breath of the Wild overworld again, but something's gonna be different. It's going to be entirely different. There's gonna be, things destroyed. It's something's gonna happen, probably on a bigger scale than the Calamity. Not as big as of a threat, but on a destruction level, bigger than the Calamity. So it basically allows you to explore the Breath of the Wild world again, but just in a new way. But you also get to play as Zelda. But during the moment that we see in the original trailer, Ganondorf splits Zelda and Link, and Zelda has to explore the new overworld, and Link is forced to explore the catacombs underneath, and they're both just as open world as each other, and it's basically like two worlds.
Ooh.
I don't know if you'll be able
old
to.
one while doing a new one.
I don't know if you'll be able to explore the entirety of the Breath of the Wild map, especially if you have such a big world underneath as well. I wonder if it's going to be scaled down, and then you'll just have two different worlds to explore.
I think you're making this way too complicated. Like, I think the entire Breath of the Wild world will be intact. We will have the cave systems, and that'll be a lot of it.
Yeah, but I just don't know if you can if you can sell that. You can't sell. Oh, play the game again.
Well, it depends on how long in the future this is. If this is like a few months in the future, yeah, not much has changed. But if this, let's say, 3, 4, 5 years, there could be a good bit of rebuilding.
I mean, it didn't look like it.
Well, I mean, Link and Zelda are in their mid-teens at that point.
Actually, they're over 100 technically.
Yes, but I think that a few years could have passed. A bunch of new things could have been rebuilt by everyone that's in the Hyrule already. The shrines could have gone back underground. It could be different enough. But that's just kind of the worry of having to go back to the same Hyrule, especially after this long of a dev cycle. Because if they don't change a lot, it's going to come off as lazy.
I think maybe having the old Hyrule from the first game, that could be like a post-game thing.
That would be a lot, though.
That's not how they said it. Aonuma basically said we wanted to do more with the world we already have. So
yeah, that's what I said. That maybe there's some kind of reality shift or something that makes the world more or less the same. So
what if we just expanded out further than the map already did, and they just made it even bigger?
You can actually go to the Mushroom Kingdom this time because technically they're in the same world. Tangent.
Nintendo heard that you were so upset you couldn't go to Isle Delfino in Odyssey that they brought it to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. No, this is a small little theory I have. This is like a small little theory I have. Basically, Mario, Zelda, and Fire Emblem all take place on the same world, or on the same Earth. They're all just at different times. And there's one goddess, and that's Hylia. The Hylians are the closest connecting to them. So as generations go on, they tend to forget who Hylia is. And so you have, like, these random gods that, like, so you have Palutena. And then you have whatever the god that they worship in Fire Emblem, which they're essentially Hylia, but they're not as connected to Hylia as the Hylians are, so they don't really know who she is or what her true intentions are. That's why she goes by a different name. Palutena.
I mean, I guess.
That's my own personal fan theory. So you have Kid Icarus,
I like that.
Kid Icarus, Mario, Link, Kid Icarus, Mario, Zelda, and
are there any gods and goddesses in Mario?
no, but I think it's been no God. No, I think it's been confirmed that Hyrule and the Mushroom Kingdom are in the same world.
Slime, forgive me. I do know the god of the Mario one. It's Waluigi.
No.
How dare I?
And most of that is
forgotten.
Most of that is a joke, but there is things by developers confirming that they are in the same universe. Zelda and Mario.
Hold up. Wouldn't Rosalina in a way kind of be the goddess?
I guess, yeah.
She's pretty powerful. She lives in space.
But she's Luigi's daughter. Luigi and Peach's daughter.
Going back to Zelda, I think the world will be different. I don't know how it's going to be. I haven't really thought too much on that. But the trailer will focus on real dungeons being back, the story being more cohesive. Zelda will be playable, but it's not going to be like there's two overarching plots. It's basically going to be one may follow you, whether it be
that's so
them
stupid.
right behind you or invisible, and you can just switch who you want to play as.
Yeah, it's just Genshin Impact.
What's that remind me of? There's a game where like you can swap, like you have like
Genshin.
I forgot. There was like a game that where you can like switch the playbook. Well, not Genshin. Like something I've played that did that. I think Xenoblade does that.
Yeah, Xenoblade does.
Yeah,
I just don't want
switch
them.
between the characters.
I don't know. I just want more lore, but I want more story in Breath of the Wild 2 that's like in the game, not just implied story.
Well, when they announced that Breath of the Wild 2 was coming, they did say that they were taking inspirations from Red Dead 2. Kind of like with Breath of the Wild 1, where they took inspiration from Skyrim.
Which I gotta
So I
say,
definitely think story will be more of a focus.
oh, yeah, which I gotta
That's
say
such
was
a
weird
weird
hearing someone
comparison.
mention Red Dead
Yeah.
Redemption 2. I was like, wow.
Even
and you haven't
Skyrim
ported it to
too.
Switch yet.
Even Skyrim, even though
And
it's on
Skyrim-
Switch, that was like a, huh. I mean, yeah, I can see
yeah.
that, but it's like, okay, you know, it's like Skyrim, okay.
They made the connection to Skyrim kind of obvious, though, with just the amount of exploration. So I do believe that we will have a
Yeah.
really good story if they overall mention Red Dead 2.
But Skyrim still, a lot of people still play that.
Absolutely.
For
All
a
right,
reason,
I know
because
that.
it's not a very big plot.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I know there's rumblings of a Kirby 3D. I think we will see Kirby there. I don't know about that Kirby 3D rumbling.
I don't
But
think we will.
not
I
Kirby,
think
no Kirby at
will
all.
be Fall Direct.
Okay.
Do you think there's any possibility we finally get a new F-Zero?
No.
No.
That's
If
depressing.
F-Zero, in my
Well,
own
no.
personal opinion, if F-Zero ever comes back, it'll be a Switch Online game. And it'll be more of like a
So-
nostalgia factor, not like a next main series big F-Zero
Right.
game. It'll just be like a, here you go, throw your bone.
Oh, I was also thinking, what about a WarioWare game?
That
It's
is rum.
possible. I think it's a little too on the nose, and maybe not until next year.
Haha, on the
I
nose.
hope so.
WarioWare?
Yeah. Just because of that survey that came out a few days ago, I think the timing
about-
would be a little too convenient, you know.
Also,
But it's
WarioWare
possible.
Gold
What about-
only came out like 2 years ago.
What about
Or 3 years.
WarioWare Online? WarioWare 99. That could be interesting.
We don't need so many damn 99 games. I'm kind of getting sick of them.
No,
You're the
no,
one
no,
who
no.
is the fan
No.
of them, and I'm the one coming up with
No.
these creative
No, and
ideas.
we've had 3 already, and just in this video, we've already
No.
mentioned 3 more.
not Nintendo related, but you know,
Uno 99. Wait,
No, you
What
know
is-
what we really need? Minecraft 99.
how does that even
Okay, I'm
work?
leaving this call.
No,
Wait, no, this
Roblox
already
99.
happened. That already happened.
Roblox.
It's called
Roblox 99.
it's called Bed Wars. No. Hunger Games, sorry.
Survival games.
Oh, I
Yeah.
miss the Hunger Games.
What about Roblox 99?
No, okay, stop. All right, anything else? Any other predictions? Because we are
Okay,
running on
better.
1 hour and 30 minutes, and we have another show to do.
I'll try to make these quick, but I have 3 things in my predictions post that we have not touched on yet. Animal
Oh,
Crossing
okay.
will see its 2.0 update. I
Okay.
think we're going to get a trailer for that. We're going to see Brewster. We're going to see some more farming that was data mined way back.
Please.
around
I want to
summer.
play the game again, but people are so pissed at it that I can't. I just want to play it again.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
That update will come out
game
later this month,
still going.
early July.
I don't have my other Switch here. I was going to say, I have 3 Switches.
There's been a bunch of rumblings about a Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War remake that could come out this year.
I've heard that.
I think
I-
that'll happen.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it could come
Yeah.
out August, frankly. I know
What-
it's a short
what-
window. I think it could come out in August.
What one is that?
I think it's like one of the Japan only games. I don't really
GBA?
know much about it. No, like NES or SNES.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know. I'm
It's-
not a Fire Emblem
yeah.
guy.
And I'm amazed that we have not talked about this yet. I think we're going to see Mercury Steam's 2D Metroid game they've been working on. And that'll be out this year.
I don't know.
Did we ever hear anything about that? I don't know if we ever did.
There's too many rumblings about 2D Metroid. It's going to happen. It's going to come out this year. Even Emily Rogers is behind it.
I don't believe her anymore after the Switch Pro thing.
Yeah. The thing is, she did not say it was
She's
coming
like,
out this.
nah.
She did not say it was.
She
gonna
was
be
she was
revealed that
agreeing.
week.
She was just nodding her head in silence,
She
essentially.
was joking.
Oh,
That was,
Bruh.
if anything, that was Nate the Hate. That really
Honestly,
kind of got expectations. up.
Emily Rogers hasn't really. I haven't really seen her at the front face of a leak in a long time,
She
like
got
since the Wii U
Labo-
days.
She got Game Builder, right? A couple weeks before that was announced, she
Hmm.
said there'd be one more Labo-based project before they sent it off. That happened.
That's not really Labo though.
Yes, it is. That is
think-
literally the Labo Game Builder on steroids.
Game Builder Garage. What? Okay. All right.
Remember how back
You
in
guys-
like the first 2 sets they had that builder?
All right.
You guys think maybe we'll finally see Pikmin 4?
No. No.
He's your Pikmin guy, so
Or Mother 3?
I think it'll come out next year. Pikmin is not gonna be at E3.
what are you
I
talking
think
about?
we'll see
Pick.
it.
What are you talking about?
see it
Pick.
next year.
Deluxe like last year.
What are you talking
say it,
about?
Simon.
What are you talking
say
to? What are you talking about? Pikmin 4 is already out. It's called Hey Pikmin.
Shut up. Shut up. No, it's not.
No, Pikmin 4 mobile.
Don't
No
make me
joke.
pull up that IGN article from E3 2017. It's not.
Imagine during the E3 Direct, Reggie makes a guest appearance because he's no longer there, and he's just like, "Hi, I'm here to announce a special title. Mother 3 is finally coming to Switch. Finally being localized."
That would be beautiful.
That is his joke though. That's the problem. That's his joke. Which means that if Mother 3 ever comes out, it won't feel the same.
Yeah.
It'll just be like, it's here. Oh, great. It's here.
If
Where's
they
Reggie?
localize it, if they're gonna localize it, they should have Reggie come back to announce it because it would be so perfect.
That sounds like not like a E3 thing, but more like a Game Awards thing.
That's what I was thinking. Bring
Yeah.
Reggie on stage.
Yeah.
Like, Reggie, what are you doing here?
I am here to announce
Oh,
Nintendo's
every
next
year
latest
anyway.
game. Next biggest game.
From 20 years.
For Nintendo DS, Mother 3.
That would get the hype going though. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
I need to go back to playing Animal Crossing on my Nintendo 3DS. Alright, what were the other things, Highland?
That's it. Animal Crossing,
Okay.
2D Metroid, and Fire Emblem. I think
Anything
all
else
of those
from-
have a pretty good shot.
Anything else from you?
I was
No,
almost
we've
thinking of
covered basically
what
everything.
other.
I mean, Matt.
What other current Nintendo IPs would maybe get a new game? I don't know about Star Fox at this rate because
People think what's it called? ARMS 2. I don't know about that one though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, ARMS too, because they have been talking about maybe they'll do it, but who knows? I mean, it could happen. You never know.
Yeah.
I don't
could.
think it's impossible. It probably is more likely than other game sequels, but
Yeah.
especially with Min Min being in Smash, that might help push it further because they'll be like, oh hey, Min Min's from that game.
Yeah.
I've been saying this a lot, but I don't think that ARMS is an E3 reveal.
Yeah.
If we get a sequel, it's going to be at a smaller direct
Yeah,
where
that's
not as
true,
many
though.
eyes are on it.
It wouldn't bring the hype much for.
All right.
Like,
Are you guys ready for the
E3.
true big game reveal at E3?
Oh no.
For it.
It's called Mario
Mhm.
2, the sequel.
Whoa.
It's Mario 2 too.
Mario's
Whoa,
it's Mario, but the sequel of Mario, not Mario Brothers 2. No, it's actually Mario Bros 2, not Super, just Mario Bros
I'm
2.
sold.
Oh, like Luigi's first game, basically.
Yeah,
Wow, nice. That was when Luigi first appeared, when he was an Echo Fighter of Mario.
and Pokemon 2. Pokemon 2.
No, this is
Not Pokemon, not Pokemon Black and White.
Oh no,
Pokemon 2.
I forgot. Everything was leading up to this moment. Nintendo's gonna be the one that announces Sex 2. It's gonna be the biggest game of this generation. Have you guys not heard of Sex 2?
I didn't know they were announcing Pikmin 4, 5, and 6 in the same day.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to bring this up now. I just remembered the thought I was having earlier that I forgot. I was almost like, Nintendo's talked, because they just announced a Pikmin mobile game, and I was always like, they've had talks about maybe making a Zelda mobile game, and what if that was announced with some other Zelda 3?
Not at E3.
Not at E3.
It's a matter of time.
And also they
But
said
yeah,
Switch games. That's another thing.
It's going to be
True.
exclusively Switch.
All right,
Well, yeah, still, I think it'll happen at some point.
Well, that's all the time we've got. I gotta go probably do another thing after this. I don't know. I tried to make a joke, but it didn't work.
Good segue.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. Well, thank Matt for joining me. Wow.
Thank you.
No, bye, Hylian.
Thanks for being so selfish. I quit.
I was literally trying not to be selfish, and then I accidentally became selfish. Thanks, Matt,
fine.
for
I lost
joining
my job,
us.
I get it.
And
course it
Hylian,
was fun.
as per usual, I hope you're not a guest, but it's your. I don't know anymore. I'm dying inside. Hopefully the Switch. Omori on Switch. Thank you. That's it. That's all I want.
Oh, yeah.
Omori is the best game. Shout out to Omar. Hollow time. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Hylian. Thank you, Matt. Our special guest, Matt. And we will see you guys next time. We'll see you
Yeah,
after
thank
E3. When Pikmin 4 is canceled.
Shut up.
All right. Bye.